1212, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score. We get white, so we play our usual knight f3. Our opponent, 600 games of rapid. What do I want to do? We'll play d4. We've done, what, 1100 now. He plays d5. Let's just develop our bishop. We might go London style for this one. We could still do our normal structure on the diagonal, but I think I'll just play e3 for this one. And then I'm looking at either bishop right up, I'm looking at c4, c3, knight up, everything's kind of playable. Here, he'd probably play here, knight up could be a move. Yeah, let's come all the way up. If he kicks us, we can either trade or we can drop back. Or, excuse me, or even all the way back. That's what he's done. I'm going to drop back this way and I'll end up playing c3, I think. Well, so far with these opening moves. So I'm just going to look at c3 or maybe c4, depends what he does. Just so the bishop can come back. So we only had the one move there, so nothing to think about. And we're just trying to stick to principle, get castle, then worry about what to do. So here we can trade, we can leave it where it is, we can drop back, all options are playable. We've got knight up as well, and that gives him a chance to blunder. Takes. The knight up's a move and we directly challenge the knight. And if bishop takes, we could take back, but I'm not a big fan of that, so I'm just going to drop back. He's played the opening phase very, very well. And we're going to have to play c3 at some point, just so the bishop can escape. I mean, we could maybe do this and this, but we probably want to be this way. If he takes, now we'll take in over towards the centre, and then we'll open the file for the rook. He's chosen to castle, so I'm going to develop my knight, or actually am I? Am I going to develop my knight? Yeah, I'm going to develop my knight. I'm still looking at c3. I was just debating which order to do the moves in, just so the bishop can drop back, but I'm not sure it makes a massive difference. But now if I go forward, the other knight can come across. If he takes, we're still going to take in over and open the file for the rook, but there's no immediate threats to anybody. He just needs to complete his piece development now. Maybe bishop b7 or d7. Maybe move the knight to e7, prepare to push the c pawn. Just looking for logical development moves. He could trade the bishop. So there's plenty of options. He's chosen to take the bishop, so you're pretty much always going to just take in over there, so you don't need to think about that too much. You're not going to take that way. So we've opened up a potential here, so at some point he'll push one of them. We'll aim to do this and drop the bishop back. And he could play knight out wide and we're fine to push up. The bishop's well protected anywhere. He could do this, oh, what am I doing? I don't want to leave the page. He could do this with a view to coming in. Well, he's pushed forward, so we need to do something now. This or this, does it matter? Here, if he pushes, is it problematic? I won't take any chances. I'll just make sure the bishop can drop back. I'm still probably going to castle this side, but we've got a nice open file for the rook right now, so we'll decide that a bit further down the line. He's playing it opening very well so far. I'd look to get the bishop developed to complete the minor piece development, or get the rook a bit more centralized, move this knight and prepare to push the pawn, that sort of idea. Even just blast in the center. So he's kicked us back, so again, we've only really got one move, so no need to think about that too much. We've already been thinking about that on other moves. But now there's a bit of gentle pressure on the pawn, so he'd probably end up pushing one of these at some point, and we could try and branch out with e4. But I've got to get my king safe first. It looks a bit dangerous going the queen side, so we're probably going to stay king side. But if we get e4 in, we could trade off. That seems alright, and we might get e5 in. Probably best for black to trade and bishop up, probably, but it's a chance for us to just break out in it and try and push forward. Okay, I just realised I've potentially got g4 here as well. If he plays knight takes, we just take with a check. It might be fine walking into this because there's no nasty discovery, but g4 might be a serious move, because if you play the normal h6, we've got g5 anywhere. So h6 would allow g5. So he's probably got to play pawn to g6. But then if I go here, is it just a complete waste of time? That's what I'm trying to tell myself. Is that just a complete waste? But if I go here and things open up, it could activate his bishop, couldn't it? But once I've gone forward, there's no coming back. Weakens my king's defenses, excuse me. So here and here, that's the slightly problematic move, and I don't really see a way through. Here, down, here. It does kick the knight, or you'll have to move. Then we can start marching, but my instincts are to push this pawn, so I'm just going to go here. Oh, and he's moved instantly. He didn't think. That allows us just to push on. Why did he move instantly like that? Instead of seeing what move we've done. Now we kick the knight. He might have to come forward and give up a pawn. But if he goes back this way, we take with this check, but there's no actual nasty discovery. He's a bit fortunate there. Maybe we can come back here and get this one now, but he played the opening really well and then just made effectively a pre-move, which he didn't need to make. He's still got 5 minutes, well, nearly 6 minutes on the clock, so he's got plenty of time. Knight in might be the best move now. Takes, takes, takes. We still attack the pawn. We attack the knight. It would be largely over. What else has he got though? Knight forward, knight back. Take here. Come back with a check. We can win this pawn, but maybe the king's still safe. But he played the opening really well, and I just made one instant move without seeing what we'd done. But yeah, takes there, and it was still quite balanced, so it felt like it was. Excuse me. We'll have a look at that in the post-game review, see how quickly he played it. But it might not have been a technical pre-move, but it was so quick it might as well have been. But yeah, knight in now. We can take the knight, he take back, we take with the bishop, we attack the knight, we attack the pawn. And again, he might have to move the knight to keep it, allow the check across, back. We can collect this pawn, but we can try and activate the queen as well. Might not be over, might still be a game, we'll just have to see. It is in an arena, so he could just move on to another game. He might do that at some point, but there's no harm in playing on, just in case. We might do a blunder, we might mouse slip. It might not be as dangerous an attack as what it actually looks. He's doing the right thing trying to use his time, but obviously at some point you get a little bit low on time, so you have to try and speed up. I think we just take back here. We've still got the same threat in play. We don't want to give up our knight, so we'll just take back. Now we've got the same thing, but without that initial issue here. Obviously, we're not going to cancel this side now, though, so... oh, excuse me, what to do. Apologies, it's allergy season for me now. But I think we just take with the knight, and then if the pawn takes, take with the bishop and create this double attack. But like I say, it might look worse than it actually is. Maybe he needs to move his rook and just sack the knight and hope that the king's got a square. But even here, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Not easy. not an easy position. Yeah, 2 minutes now. He's just got to start playing quickly soon or he'll just run out of time. So here we can take, he goes across, we can drop back with a check and he can block with his knight. So he's found a good move there. He's found a good move there, but it still looks like a nice move. But if we come here to attack the knight actually drops back. But we can drop back here and we can win this pawn. And then we can try and double up, right? So we got to go for this and I guess just come back. He's found a nice idea there. Use the knight as a blockader. It's whether we can then go forward. Now here he's only got one legal move, so he doesn't need to think. So I think we just need to come all the way back here. There's no other square to really go on there. I mean, we could have maybe gone here, but I want the queen going there. So I assume he's played what he did in order to drop the knight back. Then I need to find a square for this knight to release the queen, or I do a bit of a step. I mean, or we could just go the other way and attack the knight here, take a pawn. I mean, he could even just put the king back, but obviously he's given a nice move with his knight to be able to blockade there, so he could do that. I mean, maybe we can sack, maybe, but it just feels a little bit loose right now. Yeah, he's gone for that move, so I like the idea of being a little bit more direct. Queen here stops the bishop coming here, and it prepares queen here with a mate threat, and you can't really push on. So you might have to go bold, something like this, but maybe he can actually do that. If I take here, it just drives his knight back to a better square, doesn't it? But again, yeah, knight here, knight across, that might be all he needs to do. So maybe I push the pawn and threaten this again, then here. Yeah, I think that looks good actually, doesn't it? Let's just push the g-pawn and try and take advantage of the pin. If he breaks it, we just push the pawn anywhere and open the file up, I think. And the knight covers the queen coming in. So he's pushed his pawn, so we'll just go on and we'll attack this knight. The knight protects the pawn. So it's a really awkward position with black. There's not a lot you can do really, is there? But it was just that one move he made it instantly instead of waiting to see what we'd done. And it allowed us to get the e4, e5. Just that one move at the wrong moment. That's all it was. But we'll have a look in the post-game review and just check just in case there was some other moves and so on. Right, so he's pushed forward now, so I think we just want to take here, don't we? I don't need to think really about that. We threaten to check, we threaten to take here. If he takes, we've got rook takes. There's no obvious follow-up, but he's nearly out of time now. Well, I guess rook check here might be a move as well because of the scope of the bishop. So if takes, check, king up, check here, he has to go back, and then we just need to get our queen in somehow. Excuse me, but yeah, he's nearly out of time now. So he played the opening phase very well, didn't he? Until that move he made instantly. He played it very, very well. Now he's out of time. They're unlucky. So let's just pause so we don't accidentally start another game. Then we'll go back. We have just 20 moves there. They're the move times for both players. So let's request an analysis. Queen's Pawn game Chigorin variation. If you click on that, it'll bring some puzzles up to do. So the final eval is what? Plus 4.4. Yeah, so it's level, completely level for the first 10 moves, and basically the first 12 moves. Then there's a little blip actually. So we've made a blunder somewhere here, not punished something. 88 versus 73 on the accuracy, but you see just one blunder from me, 2 from opponent, but everything else has been played well. So let's just take a quick look. We can see the blunders in red there. So he's blundered with rook to b8 and we've missed something. We should have played knight to e5 instead of e4, so that's actually a blunder, so we can see it there. let's just take a quick look through. But that was the move where he moved instantly, wasn't he, when I played e4. And b4, that's where he made it instantly. Let's have a look at what the time was. So that was a blunder, allowing knight in. Oh, I guess again, it's obviously we challenge the knight and he can't take because we kick the knight, and if it moves, we win the pawn. And if he comes here, we just take. So I can understand that move, but I like the idea of pushing forward. But it wasn't as principled a good move, and then he just moved instantly, didn't he? Yeah, 607, he might have actually pre-moved it. No time's been used there. He might have actually pre-moved that. It doesn't show the fraction of a second, but he's effectively pre-moved, whether it technically is or isn't. But it was a blunder by me. I lost 2 points for that. But because of his quick move there, it's just turned the game. It's just winning +4 now. So it's not technically over, but in effect it is, barring mishaps. But it is what it is.